It is time to start now. Welcome to this webinar. My name is Krista Müll and I am the host of this Cadmatic Electrical General webinar. The duration of this webinar is approximately 20 minutes. Regarding the agenda and the topics that we cover today. First, I start with company presentation. Then I will move on with general information about the Cadmatic electrical software, its modules, and its deliverables. Then I will also explain the data flow options for electrical and the design data management. First, regarding the company. It is the most competitive integrated software solution provider for marine plant and construction design segments. We have engineering softwares and also digital information management softwares available. Our main sales, support and development centers are in Finland and in the Netherlands. But in addition, we have our regional offices starting from Canada, Australia, China, Italy, South Korea, Poland, Sweden, and elsewhere. In addition, we have certified local support partners in 16 countries. We have over 250 software professionals working in our company. Turnover in 2021 was 28.3 million, and the profit, earnings before interest and taxes and abbreviation, was 7.6 million euros. We have customers in 16 countries. And regarding the ownership of Cadmatic, 53% is owned by one of the largest design offices in Europe, Elomatic, then Sampo and Mandatum, and personnel also owns about 30% of the Cadmatic. Regarding the key benefits of Cadmatic Electrical, so it covers the complete documentation and 3D modeling needs for electrical instrumentation and automation. And we have all in one software. It is a standalone, doesn't need any other CAD engine to work. We have our own CAD engine, 2D and 3D, but in addition, we have developed more than 30 years electrical instrumentation and automation applications on top of that. Our electrical is integrated with our other Cadmatic design applications. So for example, plant modeler, information management softwares, P&ID diagrams, there are point clouds, VR, AR, different kind of software applications we have in our portfolio. The electrical is a multi-user and database-based software that is very efficient, especially for teamwork. And what it also does, it unifies design style, because all the product models, the settings, the environment is the same for all the users. One of the core functions in electrical is the centralized data management, which means that if you make a change, for example, you change an idea of a motor. Let's say you change it in single line diagram, but the same motor has also occurrences in other documents like multi-line diagrams, arrangement document, etc. In reports, it has its occurrences. So after you do the change in one document, all other documents are automatically updated. Regarding the process flexibility, there are so many ways how you can start with electrical. You can start with single line documents, multi-line documents, layout documents. You can start with importing from Excel. You can start with importing devices from our Cadmatic P&ID applications, or you can use generation. So there are lots of different options to start or to supplement your project. It is very easy to navigate, to find the occurrences of the cables, of the devices, cabinets, etc. So it's especially important when you have large projects like hundreds or thousands of documents. So then it is very necessary to have easy navigation of occurrences. Regarding the Cadmatic Electrical, as already mentioned, all-in-one software. So we have there the layout application, which is for electrical arrangement drawings and BIM models. Then we have our circuit and wiring schemes. So it is the circuit diagram, the circuit application. We have our switchboard schematics, and we have panel and cabinet layouts that also works in 2D and in 3D. And in addition, we have, of course, the report generator, and we can generate reports in Excel, into PDF, and into CAD drawings. And there are some examples. Regarding integrations with other Cadmatic design applications, we have, as already mentioned, lots of different design application and information management applications. So some examples. 3D cable design, we can send from electrical, all the cables coming from single line documents, multi-line documents, or even from layout documents. We can send them to the 3D cable design, auto route all the cables there in the 3D model, and then get back the cable lengths to the electrical. So from the 3D model that has all the other like mechanical, piping, ventilation, etc. All the other disciplines are there integrated into one 3D model. Regarding the Cadmatic eShare, we can send the documents to the eShare and read information from other disciplines from eShare to electrical. Regarding the 3D plant design, we can send the devices and the location, the 3D geometry to the 3D plant design. And when the mechanical engineers change the location of the devices that were exported from electrical in 3D model, the 2D documents are then synchronized. So the location of, for example, electrical symbol is then updated. Regarding document types, that is done in our layout and electrical arrangement drawings application. User can design 2D and 3D documents and 3D models of electrical equipments, of low current systems, switchboard diagrams, riser and system diagrams, different kind of 2D and 3D deliverables. Regarding features, of course, central managed design data. So for example, you have a panel, the panel, there are loads in the panel. So if you change the panel ID, or the layout documents will be updated, your load diagrams, your riser diagrams. So all these are then automatically updated. We have very advanced cable tray features. You can draw cable trays in 2D view or in 3D view. We have there integrated into software real-time and standard clash detection. So for example, if you draw a cable tray and the cable tray clashes with ventilation duct, it is already showing it when you draw or model the cable tray, or when you edit the location of the cable tray. Bill of materials are generated automatically. We have dialogues integration, so we can import all the location of the luminaires from dialogues, including the 3D size information, meaning the X, Y, Z size information, technical information, location, output power. All these can be imported from dialogues. In electrical, we have also electrotechnical calculations available. For example, you can calculate one phase or three phase voltage drop, short circuit current, powers, output power per crew, per load, per cabinet. Elevation recognition of 3D objects means that if you import to the electrical project IFC models from other disciplines like ventilation ducts, like structural models, you can just click on the 3D object, and then you will always get the information what is the height, what is the upper elevation of this ventilation duct, for example, what is the lower elevation. So then it is easy to draw the cable trays. You can design in 2D or in 3D view, and of course the electrical has certified IFC export included. Regarding the diagrams and schematics, single line diagrams can be designed, multi-line schematics like circuit diagrams, motor diagrams, IO list, IO diagrams, interconnection diagrams, instrument loop diagrams. Different kind of schematics can be designed with electrical. And regarding features, now of course everything is database-based, centrally managed, but in addition integrated with cabinet layout. So if you have a conductor there in the diagram, the same conductor can be also inserted to the cabinet layout. Or if you have terminals, you want to generate terminal strips, you can generate the terminal strips and multi-place those into the cabinet layouts. And of course, the electrical arrangement drawings. For example, you have a motor there. After you insert the motor in the layout, then it is also possible to get the cable lengths. You can reuse diagrams intelligently. You can renumber the devices, the cables, so you can make just, let's say, 5 copies with unique IDs. And you can yourself choose what are the rules for changing the IDs. Regarding the cross references, everything is in real time. So if you change one end, the other end is automatically updated. You can generate the device list, wiring list into the CAD, Excel, PDF, but there are tens of other report types available. And all the reports are automatically generated. And if you make some changes, it takes just 2 clicks to update all the reports. And of course, you can also compare reports with the previous ones, so all the changes are then highlighted. Also, you can compare the diagrams or documents with the previous revisions, for example. And even we have modular generation that I'm going to explain in next slides. Regarding the cabinet and panel layouts, document types, different kind of cabinet junction boxes, cross-connection cabinet layouts. We can create 2D or 3D cabinet and panel layouts. Centrally managed design data, of course. So if you have a conductor which ID is K1, it is the same K1 in schematics, but it is the same K1 also in cabinet layout. There are multiple placement of devices, options, inserting options available, real dimension and space reservations. So there are lots of functions also for that field. Data management in Cadmatic Electrical. So first, as mentioned, the electrical is a database-based design solution. And the role of the database is to integrate everything into one environment. What the database tool allows to do. So here is example of the database tool. So it is very easy to check the quality of the project, because you can see everything regarding devices under the devices tab. You can see everything regarding cables in one tab. So if you have hundreds or thousands of documents, it's pretty difficult to check the documents, to check that there is no typing errors, that the cable types are correct, etc. So it allows the user to see everything, all, for example, concerning cables in one view. So it is easy to check or to supplement or to edit the project data. In addition, we have bulk edits. So you can change, for example, cable types in database, or you can even use Excel to change, for example, cable IDs or load IDs or whatever you need to change. You can make the changes also in Excel. And after you make the changes in Excel or in database, all the documents are automatically updated. And of course, all the changes are logged. So the person who made the change, his initials, and the timestamps are there logged in the database. Unlimited amount of data fields. What it means that the database architecture is so flexible that user can create unlimited amount of own data fields. And the values of user data fields can be then easily shown in documents, in DB tools, in BIM model, in reports, or sent to other Cadmatic design applications. And it is very easy to change the values via the database tool, for example. Regarding the data flow, I have shared this slide into three sections. On the left, I have project input data. In the middle, I have electrical project. And on the right side, the project output. So let's start with the input. We can import data from Cadmatic P&ID, for example, pumps, motors. We can import the device data, the tags, and if you make some changes in P&ID, we can update the or synchronize the electrical project automatically. We can import information from Excel, device lists with all the information, cable lists, etc. There are lots of different IO lists, lots of different Excel import options available, and there is no limits for data fields. So if you have your own data fields, the same data fields can be created in electrical database, and you can also import those. We have import from BDM like Windchill, and there are some other BDM options available. We can use project modules. Project module is some default template, for example, some diagram that you can reuse times and times, and then you can also link this project module with Excel file that you have information that is project specific. So then you can send your data from Excel to the template documents. We have also template projects that we can reuse intelligently, renumber the devices. We have dialogues, import, and of course external CAD drawings. Is it in DWG format, in DXF format? We can also import IFC models as a reference model for our electrical project and electrical model. Regarding the electrical project, it is database based. As I have mentioned, there are two technologies, the SQL or the Access, Microsoft SQL or Access. We can make changes in Excel, and the database is connected with the documents. And regarding the documents, we can create new documents from scratch. We can reuse it, the existing templates using the, for example, Clipboard project, or we can generate documents. And regarding the output, reports can be generated in Excel, CAD, PDF. We can send devices, cables to the 3D outfitting or our 3D plant modeler. We can send files to the eShare information management. And of course, we can publish our CAD documentation, or if we have IFC models, these BIM models, we can also publish the BIM models. Regarding the Cadmatic electrical environment, it is totally independent to the 3D CAD platform. It needs Windows 10 or 11, 64-bit to operate. It has multi-core support. It allows to import IFC, DWG, DXF, PDF, Excel files. We have now also available DGN import, and the database platforms Microsoft SQL or Access. Regarding the packages, we have basically three options. One is the full package, Cadmatic Electrical, that contains the CAD engine, the Cadmatic Draw, which is very similar as every other CAD with all the layers, layouts, SAPs, grids, orthos, etc. We have the schematics application, distribution, cabinet layout, the layout, and the database. But in addition, if user only needs to do multi-line or single-line documents and doesn't need to do layout documents, then they can only have the schematics, the automation package. If they only need to do building electrification documents, they can have the Cadmatic Electrical for Building System package. The licensing options is very flexible. We have standalone. We have permanent licenses or standalone licenses. We have subscription licenses available. We even have network licenses available for permanent licenses. User can rent licenses if there is a need. And there are more than 3,000 companies that uses Cadmatic Electrical, and there are some logos that I have added here, and the electrical is used in US, in Canada, in North America, in Poland, in Baltics, in China, in Japan, in different countries around the world. But that was it. I want to thank you for your attention, and I hope you have a pleasant day ahead. Bye-bye.